Hello students, today we will start with subject code MBA 203 Operation and Production Management. So the unit 3 is the product development process. What is product development process? We will see first. So in product development process, it provides set of tools and techniques and concepts that enable the organization to provide the competitive advantage in its offering by introducing new products and services at faster and at lower cost. Okay, so this is included in product development process. So we will see one example of the this product development process. Promises promise. This is story about the Tata Nano. You many have you heard about the Tata Nano. Ratan Tata announces his vision of small car and within budget. So this is for middle class family. The car will be of rupees 1 lakh. So it says the ideal price level for the affordable family car should be about 1 lakh. The small car project team, headed by the Girish Wagh, tries out several innovations, different design specification, engineering changes to keep the cost level below 1 lakh. So every design has to cater three key requirements. Okay, the cost of the cost of the car, then regulatory requirements and acceptable performance standard. Okay, it should be maintained the required standard of the car. So there are three designs were presented. Finally, one was picked. The Tata Motor announces that the small car will be produced in Sigur in West Bengal. So design house idea does final refinement to the design, and finally nano style is frozen in the mid 2006. The rupees 1 lakh car named the Nano is unveiled by at the Delhi Auto Expo, and this was the explosion of media interest. So the project moves from the Signal to Sangad in Gujarat. So Ratan Tata says during launching of the Nano, we are happy to present the people's car. Okay, this is within the affordable limit of the every family. So this is called as people's car in India. So this is the example of product development process. To be successful, companies from this example, you can say that to be successful, companies need to engage in a value creation for all the stakeholders. Innovation is the main important key. Consider the most potential driver for the value creation of the company. So main key is innovation, and in this chapter to gives the detailed description about the good product development process, stages of the product development process, design for manufacturability, handling of mass customization in the organizations. So we will study these concepts in this given chapter. So the first we will see the benefits of sound product development process. There are different benefits of the product development process. So there are four important dimensions. The first dimension is customers get better product to meet their expectations. The second dimension is the related to the sustained performance. This means the addressing the environmental issues, reduced cost, and the user friendliness to the society. The third dimension of the benefit is certain to operational advantage obtained in the product development process. And the as a fourth dimension, organization takes strategic advantage by faster new product introduction. First, they will introduce the new product, then within the lower cost and mass customization. Okay, these are the important specification they need to be focused. Okay, during product development process. So here you can see the first is sound product development process. There are here we have seen the four dimension. Okay, product development process. Okay, so PDP, it includes customer happiness, customer happiness or satisfaction. Then next is strategic advantage. Strategic advantage. Sustained performance. What we have seen in sustained performance. What is sustained performance? Sustained performance, it means that addressing the different issues, reduce the cost, user friendliness to the society. This is importance in sustained performance. Now, the third is operational advantage. Operational advantage such as simplified manufacturing process and assembly process. Operational advantage. And the last one is strategic advantage. By faster new product introduction, cost lower, and mass customization, this will include. Okay, so this is 4 dimension for product development cycle, benefits to the product development process. Next we will see the product development process. Okay, there are different stages in product development process. So first stage is concept generation. Second step is design. Third step is development and fourth stage is production. So, okay, so these 4 stages are included in product development process. So first we will see concept generation. It is the first stage of this cycle. Customer needs are the basic idea of the customer concept generation or the idea generation. So important point is customer satisfaction or customer need. Okay. Once there is some clarity on the customer's need, we try to convert the customer need into the products and the services. So first we have to focus on the customer need. As per the customer need, the product or the services develop. Okay. So innovation skills are required to develop these products or the services. Once idea is generated, we do feasibility study. Okay, feasibility study means you have to technologically feasibility, cost feasibility, and the feasibility of the customer acceptance. It results the are positive, and we go to the design stage. Otherwise, after the customer need or the concept generation. Okay, if this is not satisfied, then again it goes to the back to the idea generation or the concept generation. So after in the design stage, detailed specification are drawn about the product. Design stage has the preliminary design which gives birth to the process planning. Okay, in design stage, first there is preliminary design which gives birth to the process planning. So in design, it focuses on the process planning. And the process planning decision are required for the cost estimation for the proposed design. At the design stage, expert from design department, the finance department, different departments like finance department, production department, marketing department. Okay, these all are involved in this design stage. They all do different iterations for design feasibility. So at the end of the design stage, we have one alternative selected for the commercial production. The third stage is development stage in this cycle. So it is a physical development of the products itself. So after process planning, there is the stage which is called development, that includes the physical development of the product. Okay, physical development of the product. This is the third stage. So normally prototypes are made first. Detailed testing is done on this prototypes. Okay, prototype means there are sample limited number of items are produced for testing purposes. So first they have tested the product and then it will produce on the mass scale. So efficiency of the process was not of concern in the development phase. In the production phase, last stage is the production stage. Systems are established to improve the productivity and bring down the cost. So here in production, there is the improvement of the productivity and cost is reduced or bring down the cost. So improve the productivity and reduce, bring down the cost. So the first, here you can see the figure 3.2. Okay, this is about development process. First we have seen the concept generation, that is according to the customer need you have to design produce the product or the service. So idea is generated, then feasibility study is done, that it means according to the technology, according to the customer specification. So feasibility study is done. If it is okay, then it will goes to the next step, otherwise it will go again back to the idea generation. So after feasibility study, if it's okay, then it will goes to the design part. Here the process planning is done, that is preliminary design is final, then process planning, then cost planning is done. And if then it is okay, then it goes to the development phase and it will check for the different limited number of products, that is testing is done for this. And then if it's okay, then it goes for the production. Final design and manufacturing specification is done after that. Okay, so lastly the commercialization of the production is done through this process. So this is the whole development process, which includes different 4 stages. Okay, so next we will see the concurrent engineering, that is C, concurrent engineering. There is basic for concurrent engineering is the significant overlap among the different phases of the product development. A significant number of companies are already identifying the need to communicate and work together both within the company divisions and with other organizations to reduce the time between the finalization of the design and introduction of new product or the services. So this is very important concept, that is concurrent engineering. So in this, so many companies in this category use the concurrent engineering approach to speed up the product development process. There are different teams are constituted that integrate the program. There can be 3 types of the teams. Okay, the 3 types of teams are involved in this process. So one is program management team, technical team, and design build team. Okay, these all teams are parallelly focused on the completion of the project phase. So it will help to reduce the development times and create high quality product design to meet the customer expectations. So concurrent engineering helps to reduce the time and high quality product design. Next we will see the tools for efficient product development. So there are several tools and techniques are under development of new product development. Organizations are continuously in mad race for introducing the new products. So different tools are available to help the organization at different stage of the new product development process. The first step is understanding the customer need. We have seen in concept generation, that is understanding the customer need. Okay. Next is first step in tools for efficient product development. Customer need. First step is customer need. Okay. This is very important to design the product or to introduce the new product or services in the market. So the first step is to understanding the customer need. We have to design or the produce the according to the customer specification. So there we must know the need of the customer. So in market research is normally done to understand the customer need. So this is through market research is done through the questionnaire, or after identifying an appropriate sample, information is collected. Then statistical analysis is done on the information collected, and the focus group meetings can be also arranged for the market research. So it is not a quantitative method like data collection through the questionnaire. Qualitative research is also in practice nowadays. So qualitative interviews, questionnaires are conducted to get the data in a proper way. So the data collected in the form of interviews is subjected to extensive analysis. So next is competitor analysis, also part of the stage one of the development process, that is customer needs. So it is done to understand the current offerings and to determine the gaps. Okay, it is done in those cases where it is difficult to reach the customers directly. Quality function development helps in making inferences from customer requirement for design, process planning, manufacturing specification using a four-stage process. This approach uses interfunctional teams from marketing, design, engineering, and manufacturing. So first step we have seen, that is understanding the customer need. Now links to the design attributes. Now next stage is second stage. It gives the action based on design attributes. Action based on design attributes. The third stage gives specific decisions to be implemented. A decision implementation. Based on the identify actions, finally in the fourth stage, the implementation decision drives the process plans to be deployed. Okay, the final process plan is deployed. Customer requirement information forms the basis for a matrix called as house of quality. Here you can see this is the matrix which is called as house of quality. Okay, these are the technical technical characteristics: energy needs per hours, compressor guarantee, acoustics, competitive relations. So and the customer requirement is faster cooling, low maintenance, low electricity consumptions, easy to operate. Okay, these are the some example, that is the matrix for house of quality. Okay, so the different type of data are used in this house of quality. Customer requirements such as faster cooling, etc., an important requirement. So these are the least product characteristics and the relation of these product characteristics with the customer requirements. Value engineering helps in simplifying the product. Its objective is to achieve the equivalent or the better performance at a lower cost. So every customer need is to better performance at a lower cost while maintaining all the functional requirements defined by the customers. Design for manufacturing, that is DFM, is a structured approach to ensure that manufacturing requirements and preferences are considered fairly early in the design process without the need for extensive coordination between the two departments. So objectives of DFM are to reduce the variety, develop operational convenience, and reduce the cost of the product or the service. Measuring product development performance. So the first, it is to maintain their competitiveness through the offering a series of new products like Apple, Samsung, Nokia in electronics, mobile industry, Maruti, Hyundai, Mahindra in automobile sector, and similarly in other categories, organizations have demonstrated the power of new product development in gaining the competitive advantage. To succeed, firms must respond to changing customer needs and the moves of their competitors. So in order to have a new products at a faster rate in the environment of reduced life cycle, time to market is an important criteria of product development success. It measures the frequency of the new product introduction. First is to new product introduction, then market introduction, project started, project completed, and sales revenue from new products. So second dimension is productivity of the actual development process. Okay, second dimension, productivity. It measures the engineering hours per project, cost of the material, tooling per project. And the third important dimension of success is quality of the actual products introduced. So first we have seen the productivity, then third is the quality of the actual products, and the quality is very important in the product development process. So we have studied these different terms. So in the this process, so summary, we have studied the product development as very important aspect for a firm to gain the competitive advantage. We have seen the understanding the customer needs, that is according to the customer, the products and the services is produced or the introduced, and the faster introduction of new products into the market are two important aspects, that is product development. Effectively managing the process of the product development requires an integrated effort involving all the functional areas of the firm. In this unit, we have studied a common process for developing products has been discussed. This generic process can be modified for different types of the products. Next, we will study, this is about questions and exercise. I will send this PDF file on the group. Next, we have to study unit 4, that is facilities planning and about the location. Okay. Today we will stop here. If you have any question or doubt, please ask after on the WhatsApp group or the message. Okay. Thank you everyone.